Now the Supreme Person, he is all perfect, meaning that he is ever liberated and he is the source of knowledge for all the liberated souls. Therefore, it's natural that he knows everything in full detail. In fact, even the living entities, they only know whatever they know during their liberated condition by the grace of the Supreme Being. The Supreme Being, he is absolutely independent. He doesn't need anyone's mercy in order to know. He spontaneously and naturally knows everything because he is independent. Even the liberated living entities are fully dependent on him. One never loses his independence uh, just because he becomes liberated. When he is liberated, he just attains his original natural condition of functioning as a liberated servant of the liberated master. Consequently, the perfect personality is addressed in the Srimad Bhagavatam as Vasudeva, or one who lives everywhere in full consciousness and in full possession of his complete energy. So that perfect personality is offered obeisances to in the Srimad Bhagavatam uh, as Vasudeva. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. You'll find this at the beginning of the first canto. You'll also find this uh, at the beginning of the second canto, in fact. So Vasudeva means one who lives everywhere in full consciousness and one who fully possesses his complete energy. He who is independent of everything, but everything is dependent on him, and he who lives everywhere, he is Vasudeva. All of this is clearly explained in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and the reader has ample opportunity to study this critically. These are all points which repeatedly come up canto after canto, and therefore the careful reader will be able to study all this thoroughly and scrutinize these facts. In the modern age, Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu preached the Srimad Bhagavatam by practical demonstration. Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is none other than the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself, and he understood that people of Kali Yuga in general are not very greatly intellectual, and therefore he had a practical methodology of understanding the Srimad Bhagavatam through offenseless chanting of the Hare Krishna mantra. It is easier to penetrate into the topics of the Srimad Bhagavatam through the medium of Sri Chaitanya's causeless mercy. When we try to understand the Srimad Bhagavatam as it has been taught by Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is easier. Therefore, a short sketch of his life and precepts is inserted herein to help the reader understand the real merit of Srimad Bhagavatam. When Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu explained the 61 meanings of the Atmarama verse 1.7.11 to Sanatan Goswami, Sanatan Goswami had this to say: Tumi vakta bhagavate tumi jano artha tuma bina anna janite nahiko samartha. Your Lordship are the speaker of Srimad Bhagavatam, so you know the import of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Except for you, no one else is able to know it. My dear Lord, you are the original speaker of the Bhagavatam. You therefore know its real import. But for you, no one can understand the confidential meaning of Srimad Bhagavatam. Following this statement by Srila Sanatan Goswami, we have written our introduction to Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Prabhupada's purport. So the idea is that if we don't take shelter of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's presentation of Srimad Bhagavatam's message, we'll find it even more difficult to grasp the kernel teachings of the Srimad Bhagavatam. Just as sugarcane juice is inside a sugarcane, but it needs to be extracted. Similarly, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has extracted the purport of Srimad Bhagavatam, and once you see it, then immediately the Srimad Bhagavatam becomes self-evident. It is imperative that one learn the Srimad Bhagavatam from the person Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam is meant to be studied through the process of obedience to it. We have to carry out the instructions of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhaktya Bhagavatam grahyam na buddhya na chatikaya. One cannot understand the Srimad Bhagavatam merely through intellectualization or by studying various annotations. One has to do a scrutiny of Srimad Bhagavatam by carrying out the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam in practice, which is Bhakti Yoga. And that necessitates us having to take help from a Bhagavata, a Vaishnava. Satam prasangan mama virya samvido bhavanti hritkarna rasayana katha. This is stated by Lord Kapila in the third canto of the Bhagavatam, that one has to listen to the Vaishnava saints. Simply by hearing them submissively, then one can factually realize the teachings of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Bhagavatam being the Supreme Personality of Godhead, the same methodology has to be applied. The person Bhagavatam is one whose very life is Srimad Bhagavatam in practice. So the person Bhagavatam is one who is completely obedient to the Srimad Bhagavatam's teaching. Since Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the absolute personality of Godhead, he is both Bhagavan and Bhagavatam in person and in sound. That Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the absolute personality of Godhead is revealed in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. Krishnavarnam Tusha Krishnam Sango Pangastra Parshadam Yagyai Sankirtana Prayer Yajantihi Sumedhasaha. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is that absolute truth. He is that personality of Godhead. So he is Bhagavan. He is the subject matter of the Srimad Bhagavatam. But he is also Bhagavatam in person. He is also the person Bhagavata because he has assumed the form of a Vaishnava Acharya. He has come in a disguised form. Channa Kalau. In Kali Yuga, Prahlad Maharaj says, you appear disguised. So he is Bhagavatam in person. He is also Bhagavatam in sound. And because he is Bhagavan, he is not different from the book Bhagavatam. It is well known from Padma Purana that the Srimad Bhagavatam is directly the sound incarnation of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Therefore, his process of approaching the Srimad Bhagavatam is practical for all people of the world. Because he is the Supreme Person, and because he is the teacher of Srimad Bhagavatam, and because the Srimad Bhagavatam is his expansion, therefore he knows how to best spread the tenets of Srimad Bhagavatam all over the world. It was his wish that the Srimad Bhagavatam be preached in every nook and corner of the world by those who happened to take their birth in India. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very much wanted that those who are born in the land of Bharata Varsha, in that land south of the Himalayas, should take up the teachings of Srimad Bhagavatam, apply it in their own lives, make their lives successful, and spread it throughout the world. Bharata Bhumite Hoilo Manushya Janmajar Janma Sarthaka Kori Koro Para Upakar. Anyone whose birth as a human being has taken place in the land of India should fulfill such birth, should make his birth successful, and then he should engage in activities of public benefit, public welfare. One who has taken his birth as a human being in the land of India, Bharata Varsha, should make his life successful and work for the benefit of all other people. The magnanimity of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is expressed in this very important verse. Although he was born in Bengal and Bengalis therefore have a special duty toward him, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is addressing not only Bengalis but all the inhabitants of India. It is in the land of India that actual human civilization can be developed. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very much wanted that those who have been gifted with birth in India should practice and preach the message of the Srimad Bhagavatam. The Srimad Bhagavatam is the science of Krishna, the absolute personality of Godhead, of whom we have preliminary information from the text of the Bhagavad Gita. The Srimad Bhagavatam is a detailed literature which has described Krishna's position very scrutinizingly. We have preliminary information about Krishna from the Bhagavad Gita, but Srimad Bhagavatam is a detailed exposition of the same. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has said that anyone, regardless of what he is, who is well versed in the science of Krishna, Srimad Bhagavatam and Bhagavad Gita, can become an authorized preacher or preceptor in the science of Krishna. Here is a text. Kiba vipra kiba nyasi shudra kene nai, Jai Krishna Tattva Vetta Sei Guru Hoy. Whether one is a Brahmana, a sannyasi, a Shudra, anyone who is a knower of the science of Krishna is a spiritual master. Whether one is a Brahmana, a sannyasi, or a Shudra, regardless of what he is, he can become a spiritual master if he knows the science of Krishna. This is actually based on the scriptural teachings. So, therefore, whoever is well versed in the science of Krishna, the science of Krishna means information about Krishna as presented in Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, can become an authorized guru. There is a need for the science of Krishna in human society for the good of all suffering humanity of the world. And we simply request the leaders of all nations to pick up this science of Krishna for their own good, for the good of society, and for the good of all the world's people. It is most important that we understand our relationship with Krishna, our duty to Him, and how we are meant to attain pure love for Him, because this is the greatest good for everyone. This has been brought out in great relief in the Srimad Bhagavatam, and we will have ample opportunity to study and understand this.